Hello Pokemon fans, this is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you another battle. It is going to be a 6th gen unofficial match, I have to say that, against Apocalypse 835. Now I will be honest with you, this is not a good match. This was not a good match in any means. The only reason why I'm putting it up is not only because we're at the beginning of 6th gen and you're not going to necessarily find people building the greatest teams, but this is really good to show damage calcs and again the stupidness of Aegislash, because I can't get off of that. But I'm using the exact same team. The good thing about this is it actually does attempt to show off some of the other Pokemon that I didn't use in my last upload, which were mainly Gourgeist. Actually, you know what? Gourgeist, Hawlucha, and Malamar. They all get to shine a little bit in this match. So I will go a little bit more detail into them. So it actually does kind of make a good segue for this whole team. Even though this might be the last time I'm ever going to use this team, and maybe I'll modify it a bit. I can still use it. I don't know. People are going to be running around with Megas though, so that's going to be a little annoying. And non-6th gen stuff. And as you can see, my opponent actually has a Mega. It doesn't show it immediately because, you know, it has to Mega Evolve, but you can assume he's running 5, 6th gen, and he brings a Venusaur. It's going to be a Mega Venusaur. So, I wasn't bothered by that. I said, you know what, I just want a battle, looking for battles. And it's like, the guy brings a Mega, I go, okay, whatever. We can test to see how Megas really do affect this game. And Mega Venusaur, it gets thick fat, and it gets extra defense and special defense, I think, along with attack and special attack. It's really good. Like, it's actually pretty good. It takes away its fire and ice weakness, essentially. Like, nerfs that damage, and then, I don't know, I think it's actually going to be a really good poke with both Chlorophyll and Thick Fat, if you choose to make that your one Mega, because of course you can only have one Mega Pokemon on your team, or you can only Mega Evolve one Pokemon at a time, so, or, well, yeah, one Mega Pokemon per battle, there we go, you can only Mega Evolve one per battle, got it. Anyways, I'm on the other side, hopefully you've recognized that by now, but in the ways of leads, Aegislash can pretty much take on everything, but even though it can take on everything, Hawlucha is going to be better to scout. If he wants to lead off with Venusaur and go for Sleep Powder, I'll be able to kill it, hopefully with a Flying Gem, Acrobatics, or if he leads off with his own Hawlucha, I should be fast enough. He's actually going to lead off with his Aegislash. I'm going to lead off with Hawlucha. Now, this Hawlucha is actually kind of interesting. It has Swords Dance, Encore, High Jump Kick, and Acrobatics with the Flying Gem, and it gets Unburdened, so like I said before, it's really fast already, base 117 speed with 92 attack. It's pretty good. So it has Dual Stab. He goes for King Shield. Obviously I can't go for High Jump Kick because he is a Ghost type, so I actually go for the Encore, trying to lock him into King Shield or Toxic or something like that. But now I'm just going to switch out. Don't want to take too much damage because it will be important for taking out Venusaur and possibly Pavilion. I'm going to go to my own Aegislash as he actually decides to go for Brick Break. I really don't know why, and this is what I'm talking about, like, it really doesn't make sense why he did that. There's nothing that he would have possibly hit that I would have switched in onto an Aegislash. But he goes for Toxic. Now, trust me, he's not the first person to go for Toxic on an Aegislash. I've had people just like Toxic. Oh, there we go! Just because it's a wall doesn't mean you can Toxic it. Heatran all over again. And he has Gyro Ball, so this is a really bad Aegislash to be perfect. I don't mean to be mean, but it's not, like, Aegislash should be the Swords Dance King Shield set with Shadow Sneak, and then you can either put Iron Head. For 6th gen, Iron Head is very useful in 6th gen alone, like just 6th gen straight Pokemon. But I think Sacred Sword overall is more useful for taking on the normals and the Heatrans and the other steel types that will come in on Aegislash and threaten him. But at this point, I'm okay with staying in Blade form, going for Swords Dance, because I know he can't do anything to me. But now I'm going to go for the +4, check to see how much it can do to a normal Hawlucha. This is a normal build Hawlucha, max attack, max speed, so you do need to set up the +6. So Aegislash is not necessarily that stupidly broken, but it will be once you start adding some hazards. So just add some Stealth Rocks, which my team doesn't have, and you'll see how dumb it is. But now he switches into Tyrantrum. Like I explained in the last upload, you go for King Shield, get it to lower its attack on you. He goes for Crunch foolishly. This thing learns Earthquake, but he goes for Crunch because Steel no longer resists Ghost and Dark, and for good reason. So, because I'm playing a 6th gen battle, I have Iron Head. +4 is going to take it out, no problem. It is a Rock and Dragon, so it's just going to die. Pavilion comes in. This thing has no defense. It's a Bug type. I'm going to go for the +4 Shadow Sneak. Clean it out cleanly. That thing is Compound Eyes, though, with Hurricane. That's actually really fun. I may consider using that eventually. But he goes into Sylveon. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go for the King Shield. Get up to +6. I might as well. I don't know what this thing wants to do. He goes for Moonblast, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's a normal type. Pukuno, maybe it's just a normal Aegis or normal Sylveon, but I'm at +6. It really doesn't matter what he does. He actually goes for the Curse. Now, most of these are either max HP, max defense with Calm Mind, or just like a wish passing set with Moonblast and whatever. But of course, Steel is super effective against Fairy, so no matter what he does, it's going to die. Because I'm at +6 and I'm an Aegis Slash. Now he goes into Venusaur Mega. I go for the King Shield because I thought like maybe I can't kill it because this thing gets really bulky. And I just noticed previewing this match, he roared through a Protect-like move, and I don't think that's supposed to happen. So that might be a glitch. If anyone knows anyone on Showdown, make sure that gets checked out. But he roars me into Barbaracle, quite possibly the worst Pokemon to put me in. So I'm going to go into Gourgeist, fearing the Grass move. He goes for the Giga Drain. Now, Gourgeist is kind of cool. What I've done is a Sub-Seed set. He gets Substitute Leech Seed, and I gave him Trick or Treat with Shadow Ball. Now, he is more of a physical attacker by a little bit. Actually, by a lot. But what Trick or Treat does is it kind of does a similar effect to Soak, where it doesn't necessarily change the Pokemon into a Ghost type, but it adds a Ghost typing. So as long as the Pokemon is not normal type, I can make it weak to Shadow Ball, which is kind of cool. And I wish it worked like Soak, but that would have been really dumb if it worked like Soak, because then it turns into a Ghost type, gets rid of immunities, etc., etc. But the important thing to know here is Hawlucha with Flying Gem Acrobatics can take out a Venusaur Mega. I don't know if this thing was specially defensive, HP invested, can't tell. It just dies. Hawlucha's a beast. And his last Pokemon is that really, really, really unfortunately useless Aegis Slash. That's not a normal Aegis Slash. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's so again, this battle is mainly to show damage calculations, show off the rest of my team. What I'm actually going to do is try and play around with this guy. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance, predicting the King Shield. But what I want to do is actually go for the Encore to lock him into King Shield, because I want to use my last Pokemon, which you guys haven't seen yet, which is my Choice Scarf, Malamar. Now, Malamar has Switcheroo to give off the Choice Scarf. It also has Contrary with Superpower. That's the only thing it gets a boost from. So, obviously, Superpower is going to give it attack and defense. So with a Choice Scarf, it makes it really good. Unfortunately, because we're going to get into Pokebank type stuff, if I don't play a full-out 6th Gen battle, like I said, Choice Scarf is going to be really, really, really pointless on grounded Pokemon. So I could see, to be honest, just thinking about Pokemon that we've already seen in the meta in 5th Gen, I can see a lot of Choice Scarf Latioses, to be like perfectly honest. Maybe not Latios itself, because Fairy types completely poop on it from using any Dracos or Dragon Pulses or stuff like that, unless you predict well. If it learns Moonblast or like Dazzling Gleam, that'd be cool. But yeah, it doesn't learn any poison moves either, which kind of blows. But yeah, like you're gonna see, if you're gonna have a Choice Scarfer, it's going to have to be a floating, flying, levitating Pokemon, because Sticky Web just poops on it. But in this case, you know, with just 6th Gen battles, Choice Scarf is still pretty useful. So, as it's always been. But anyways, that was an excellent match, Apocalypse835. Comment, rate, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this battle. I've basically gone through my whole team within 2 uploads. This one's going to be a lot shorter than the last one. I apologize if people have complained about it, because I'm recording these one after the other. So, if you guys complain, I'm sorry. But, like I said, this is going to be just basically the beginnings. We're going to be talking about this. Teams are coming along, and I will be joining the Pokebank again once Showdown is up. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and of course, Aegis Slash is still broken. It's... I really hate thinking about how you need to use a Pokemon against itself just to stop itself. And I know it's just 6th Gen, there's not really much in 6th Gen. Someone was saying actually Diggersby is really good against Aegis Slash, which it is, I agree, because it gets huge power and it's normal and ground type, but it's like Medicham, it suffers from speed problems. Like, I think it's only base 60 or 68 speed, or actually, you know what, it might be slower than Aegis Slash. I think it's got like base 58 speed, but I think it runs speed investment, but I don't know how much damage it can do, because most Aegis Slashes should be running max HP, max defense, not max attack, because with max defense, when you go into Blade form, all that defense EV investment goes into the attack stat. So you have, I think, 438 attack. That's think about that for a second, people. 438 defense, switching to 438 attack. It's busted. Anyways, I'm done with talking about Aegislash. That's just a random, I don't even know why I threw it in there, but it's staying in there because the people need to know. I am telling you, the people need to know. But, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an excellent day, and peace.